Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Happy summer, everybody. School is almost out for everyone, and it's time for your jobs. Are y'all excited? Did you get your applications in? Did you start practicing your interviewing skills and all of those good things? I wish you the best of luck. I I'm keeping you all in my prayers. You know how to find me. You have our website, youthatthecrossroads.org. You have our phone number, 312-479-5900. My email, Miss Keisha at youthatthecrossroads.org, or you can send us something in the mail. So if you have any questions, you want any assistance with what you're doing this summer, give us a call. If you have any questions on where there are some activities, if you're a parent or a guardian, give us a call. Information is coming in. I just got some information as I came in today. So contact us so that we can share what we have with you, okay? We got an exciting show for you today. We have a caller already. Hello, caller.
Hello, hello. How are you, Miss Keisha?
Well, Randy, is that you?
That is me.
Everyone, Randy, I hope you can see this. I'm about to show a picture that we haven't talked about in a while.
Yes,
Everyone,
I can.
in the middle, you see Randy Wright. He is one of my young people from, oh my gosh, Randy, how many years ago is it?
Oh, 17.
Oh gosh, 17 years ago. Randy's brother was a part of the a camp that we was at Kennedy King College, National Youth Sports Program, and his little brother said, "Come on, bro. Is that how it went? Come on, join me at camp. There's this crazy lady. She'll keep you busy." So Randy
Yeah.
came, and ever since then, I've been mentoring him, and I am proud to say that he is now a retired military man, a family man, and he's doing great things. So, Randy, I'm excited to see your growth. How are you today?
Wow. It's kind of hard to come after that. These pictures that I'm looking at on the screen are,
Did you see it?
yeah, they're everything and more. However, I'm having an excellent day. I'm actually in the car calling in. I'm just leaving the studio. That's one of many things and talents that I have come to know and accept, and that has been groomed by Miss Lakeisha Hamilton by pushing me out of the streets, for lack of a better word. She's actually one of the bigger reasons why I decided to join the Army, because she was so adamant about us becoming something and getting out of the city and being great. So I was a knucklehead in school, so I decided to join the Army because I knew that I could add to something that was already successful and be a part of a great machine that happens to help protect and serve this country as well as it does. I'm just, I'm overly excited about being able to call myself a mentee of such an excellent mentor. I could not say that my life would have been better than what it is right now, being blessed to have such a great person, a great individual, teach, coach, and mentor
Jimmina.
me into the adult life that I have now. It's
I'm,
crazy because she still reaches me from Chicago all the way to Atlanta. I don't know how that's possible, but
I,
she is still very vivid in my life.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
so you said something about studio. What studio?
I am working with the engineer, Marius Lamont, who is actually from Chicago as well, from the west side. I met him through a mutual friend at school. He's an actual artist as well, so it's two of them. Marius Lamont is an undersigned artist from Chicago by way of Atlanta. And Joe Perk is another artist from Brooklyn, New York by way of Atlanta. So I met Marius through Joe, and I've been working with both of them to get some of my music out, because my talent was one of those situations to where I had given up on it. And I'm like, I don't have time for music. I'm a dad now. I'm retired. I'm getting old. But they both push me to be greater than what I am. So I'm actually just now leaving them. I had to walk out of the studio and them just now to take this call.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. We got one of your sisters on the line. Is our other caller there? Is she there? Jimmina, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, guys?
I can, Jimmina. I have a surprise for you if you haven't been watching. Jimmina, Randy is also on the call. He called. Oh, Randy called.
Cousin.
He called in from Atlanta. Maybe he'll call back and see if we have both of you all on there. Jimmina, how are you?
I'm excellent. I'm so sorry I couldn't actually make it to be on air, but you guys, you got me.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Well, like I was saying, your brother Randy called in from Atlanta. Jimmina is here in Chicago doing great things and planning great things. Jimmina, Randy just informed us that he's dropping an album tomorrow.
Yes.
And what's going on with you? Tell me what's the latest in your, I know the last time I saw you, you were starting a not-for-profit. How was that?
Everything is going excellent with the non-for-profit organization. I went through a couple of slopes when it came down to it. So I ended up partnering with a girl named Sephora Askia. She actually just graduated to become a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I partnered up with her, and now we do what's called GAP, Girls at Practice. Now, basically what they do is the low-income girls. We start them as early as 6 years old, and it goes all the way up into their 18. Basically, what we do is any females that's in danger with the low income, the abuse, domestic abuse, emotional abuse, foster care, anything like that. Any of these girls that's at risk, that's in the Chicagoland area, we sit there, we get at least 30 throughout the year, and we put them into a program. Now, what the program basically consists of is we go and get these girls every weekend. When they first start out, it's an every weekend thing where we take them and we take them to different sites. So far, we've done food giveaways. We've done all the museums in Chicago. What we basically try to do with the girls is keep them off the streets, keep them positive, and keep them headstrong. What we see in the youth today, especially when it comes down to the young girls, is they're not getting what they need at home, and they go outside and they meet the wrong guy or the wrong woman, and they get stuck. A lot of the girls that we do deal with have went through domestic violence. They've dealt with homelessness. They've ran away, and we try to keep them on the track. As early as 6 years old, we're taking them out to see different colleges. We're not just leaving them in what they call the hood. We try to expand their horizons. And the girls with us that's been with us so far 5 years, even the 6-year-olds, they have scholarships. They do Rainbow Push Coalition with Jesse Jackson, where they're going in there doing speeches for him. When I say it's immaculate what you can do with nothing, my mind always been with, you need money in order to do this and help this person and help that. That's not true. The word of mouth can help so many people. Just to sit down and just have a conversation with somebody can actually change a person's day. A lot of people don't know that. To just sit down and talk to a lot of these youth that we have can change their life. And it's just off the strength that they've never seen anything else. They're so used to what's going on in their environment that they don't see a way out.
Randy?
I grew up so much different. I grew up in not Youth for Crossroads, even though that's a sister company to me. I grew up with NYSP, which you were the leader of.
Yes.
And when I say that changed my life for the better, because I grew up in the hood. I grew up with a lot of other siblings. I come from a family of 11. And if I didn't have you and the programs that was at reach for me at that time, I don't know where I would be at this moment. It really did brighten my day to be able to go to a program that was in the hood, but to show me that I can get out of the hood.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what these youth need.
And I
I sit on the,
appreciate that. I appreciate that, Mina. And I hope that, and I've been saying it through my shows, asking organizations that are here in the city, one day we'll expand and be out there with Randy. But for the organizations which are here in Chicago, to contact us so that we can share the information, because we can't do this alone. Young people are on different sides of town, and in many cases they're only safe on that side of town. So
yeah,
can we get the resources together so that we can explore and expand and share it with them? We have some guests coming in before I call it our semester ends, to the end of this month, to let us know of different activities that are going on in the city. So, Mina, I am so excited what you're doing and what you continue to do. I'm so proud of you, and I hope that the young people hear what you're saying. Please connect yourself with positive people. I can't say like-minded, because the like-minded that's going on right now isn't so positive, if y'all catch my drift. Connect yourself with positive people. There's been situations which Mina and Randy can speak on, where they would hang with me and we're going to do some cool, things that I felt was cool, going downtown to the movies and going out to eat, and their friends looking at them like, dude, you lame. What you doing that for?
yeah,
Sit right here with me on this corner and let's do what we do. And there kind of was torn, like, well, no, I want to go with Miss Keisha. And I saw that tug of war go on. And so young
yeah,
people, we know that it may not be the coolest thing to do, but networking with the positive, it leads to new ideas, new exposure. It leads to you leaving the state, the city, to go visit a college. You may think college is not for you, and that's true. College is not for everyone, but at least you can go and meet new people and decide what is for you. If it's not a 4-year institution, it may be a 2-year institution. It may just be a program. But if you never get out there and learn about it, then you just have that one corner, that one block that you're familiar with. So you hear Mina saying, this is what I came from. She came from what we call the hood. But now she's raising her kids. She's, has her nonprofit organization, networking with other people. She made it out of what is considered the hood, and you wasn't supposed to have made it out of it. We are now trying to help you, the next generation. So, Mina, you stay on hold. We got another caller coming in. Don't you go anywhere. Caller, hello?
okay.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Youth at the Crossroads. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to Youth at the Crossroads. I'm Miss Keisha.
Hello, Miss Keisha. My name is Ray.
Hi, Mr. Ray.
I called because, you know what? Family values are all messed up. When I was growing up, I'm a 70-year-old Vietnam veteran.
Thank you for your
Family-
service.
Thank you. Values were family values. You ate at the table. It all starts at home. The kids don't know that because they haven't seen that. Please tell all these young kids and the moms and the dads, get together again, because, when the child is born, it's got a 50-50 chance of going good or going bad. If the family stays and prays together, eats together, that puts the odds up that they'll be a good kid. That's all I got to say. Keep your family value.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you for your service to our country. Yes, young people, as Mina said, here's a picture of one. This is a small picture of her and her family, and that's her sitting on the couch there with her new baby in her belly. Young people, many of you have already started your own families. And as I think Mr. Ray, that just called, mentioned, and as Mina mentioned, family is everything. But I know that many of us came from some family connections that you're like, no, it wasn't everything. And I'm glad I'm away and I'm starting my own. But as what Mr. Ray is saying, with the family that you're starting, can you bring back the sitting down with your kids, listening to your kids, talking to your kids, eating with your kids? That is what he's speaking on. Yes, that may not have happened while you was growing up, but now you have your own family. Can you take a step back and take a minute and spend time? We have this large table right here. Pull the chairs up and eat with your kids. I know we have to work 2, 3, 5 jobs just to keep the lights on and to have food on the table. But there are times that you find time to go kick it with your people, but when did you find time to kick it with your kids? And so Mina and Randy, and last week you had LaTwan call in. These are young people who are now grown, before I had kids, I took time to take them to the movies, take them out to eat, and we attended events at Navy Pier here in Chicago because, I don't know, I was this crazy mentor and said these things are important. Now they're doing it with their own kids. Randy was in town and he chaperoned my son, Bryson, to a trip because I had to work. Who would have thought that one of my students would come back and help me with my child? That is amazing. I would cried all day at work because I would have never thought that would happen. So young people, those that already have kids, those who are planning to have kids, many times you say, I didn't like what happened when I was a child. Well, do something new with your family, okay? And start networking now with people and organizations that are giving you that positive, okay? Who we have on the line? Randy, is that you?
Hey, Miss Keisha. Yes, that's me. You know what, Mr. Ray, if you are still listening, bless you, sir. Because it's not a lot of people in our community in this new age that even have the gumption to come forward and let us know that we need to repair such a broken system that we have in place right now. I'll be the first one to testify. I'm 30 years old. Me and my son eat at the table whenever we are together because he does not live with me. I had to be the one to be accountable for myself and my family, raising my son, to break that chain. A lot of families are quick to the point to, stopping at McDonald's drive-thru and getting the kids something to eat. They're eating in the back seat or putting them in front of the TV to entertain them because we do have so many different things going on. But that goes back to, like you said, the family values being set forth, sitting down at the table, having a conversation about how the day went, how to prepare yourself for what's going to happen tomorrow. So I do that, and I definitely thank you for coming forward and speaking on that, because that is some place where we have failed as a community, to govern ourselves accordingly. I definitely appreciate you. Bless you, sir. Thank you for your service. I did serve 8 years, 11 Bravo. So I feel your pain, and I want to thank you for paving such an elegant road for me to come and serve behind you.
Amen. Thank you, Randy. And can you speak on, we had Mina on the line, if we can't get both of you, I'm so mad we can't do this high-tech three-way call. Mina was speaking on where she came up when she was growing up, while you all were in YSP. It wasn't the best setting at home, but she was glad that she could come to NYSP. She was glad that she was able to kick it with us. What was your childhood? I know you went to Hirsch High School, but, from Hirsch and before that, how was it, especially being in high school here in Chicago? What can you tell this generation how to make it?
Okay, so first off, before I answer your question, let me go back and tell you that Jimina's mother is the only reason why me and my brother were even at camp. Because they had signed up to come to NYSP, and me and my brother would go to Jimina's house and be with them on the weekends. And Monday came, and we didn't want to go home.
What?
So they put all of us on the bus on 69th and what did we get on Rockwell? We all got on the bus 69th Rockwell and rode the bus to the train and took the train to 63rd and came to Kennedy King College. So that is why this journey started with me and my brother coming to spend so much time with you.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. Wow.
Secondly, me coming up in Chicago, this is the part of my life what I've never really told anybody. I used to get picked on a lot. So going between, I first started off in 7th and 8th grade. I was going to St. Benedict the African. It was on a summer break when I was actually started, and I started at Kennedy King. So I used to get picked on a lot, and me hanging with, Jimmina and her family, and they had such big, I considered them to be family. So I actually called on them a lot of times, and a lot of the foolishness that I was going through in my life kind of stopped because it was like, it's one of those things coming up. Back in the day, you had safety in numbers. So that's kind of why we did so well, and we were always okay when we went places with you because it was a group of us. So nobody really wanted to challenge the group. It's like being in the jungle, human nature, animal instinct kicked in. If the animal is bigger than you, no matter if you can beat it or not, you don't want to go toward that element because they are powerful pretty much. So me coming up in Chicago, dealing with grammar school and going to Hirsch High School, we still had a lot of communication. The communication when we all got in the high school kind of stretched out because Jimmina and Nathina and Cordell and Molly and all of them went to High Park and would be coming to her. So we kind of separated, and that's when we kind of tried to develop our own way of life and, friends and things. Hard. It's hard coming up. If you don't have a group of friends that you hanging out with and somebody that you can call on and communicate with that's going to help you make a sound and safe decision, it's rough. So the only thing that I can say, try to give advice to the youth coming up, my god brother Bryson, my god sister Kaylin, is just, and Jamila and Dakari, you guys have to be able to make a decision on who you want to spend your time with and what you want to do, because it's bad in Chicago now. You can be standing on the bus stop trying to get home and something happens to you. So you have to, safety in numbers, that's the best thing I can give you. Make sure that you are making sound and safe decisions. Make sure you don't communicate with anybody who doesn't have a business and successful mindset. You should be making decisions on where you want to go in life at 15 for 30. When you get to 30, you want to be making decisions for 45 at 30. You want to you want to set yourself up to be successful in the beginning.
I appreciate that. So we have young people, they're running and traveling in numbers now, but we're asking you young people to be in numbers of those that are working towards something positive. Who wants to go away to school? Who wants to move out of state? Yeah, you're going to be considered lame, but bring up those conversations and see who's working towards that, and you all start creating your own group. Like I said, I know these babies, they're still my babies. They're grown and 30. They're 30 and LaTwan's 21. These are still my babies. They were talked about for leaving to get on the bus to go downtown, but yet their friend that was hanging on the corner, they started looking like, wait, but I want to go. You're lame for going with me, but yeah, you want to go too? That's cool, because we're going to try to figure out how you can go also. So we went through that 15 so years ago. Now it's your turn, young people. Where's that positive circle? You can create your own. You can start calling us and networking with us so we can do cool things, but you have to want it. I can't do it for you. This has to be a desire. It has to be a change that you want. So we're offering you the opportunity to join us, to do those lame things like going to the movies, like going to visit colleges, like going out to eat. That those lame things turn into positive exposure so that when you're 30, you're now dropping albums, meeting people, Randy's on his way to an album release party in a few days. He's networking with executives. Yeah, LaTwan was doing that at 18, 19, true indeed. But who are you networking with, young people? Age doesn't matter, but who are you positively networking? Who are you seeking out? And there's a little story that you have to believe it and see it first before it happens. Randy, that's our time. We're about to wrap up. When I leave from here, I'll call you on the phone. Thank you so much for speaking with the young people today. I hope they hear you. I hope they hear Mina. I thank you all so much. We will see you all next week. Thank you for coming to Youth at the Crossroads and being with CAN TV. Have a great week.